Get out my yard. Get out my yard. Better leave me alone. Better leave me alone. Better know my rights. Better know my rights. And I'll protect my home. Protect my home. Get out my yard. Get out my yard. Better leave me alone. Better leave me alone. Better know my rights. Better know my rights. And I'll protect my home.
Welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in to NFO Wars. I'm your host, Catalyst.
I'm the co-host, Bobbert.
And today we are bringing you the top news. We have a Trump speech to the National African American History Foundation, because he's so racist. Because he's so racist. We've got a lot of news today. Trump meeting with the Vice Premier of China. The Jussie Smollett case. Martina Navratilova's opinion on trans in sports. That's a big thing nowadays. We also have a very important executive order that has gone undiscussed by our rivals in the mainstream media. ISIS brides that want to come home, and EMPs. Can we survive them? Now, Bobbert, let's talk about our blatantly racist president that we have. He's called misogynistic, racist, hateful, all these things in mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, things like that. And yet he goes and he gives a speech to an entire group of nothing but African Americans.
Yes.
And all I hear is hooting and hollering. We love you, Trump. So maybe it's my cognitive dissonance.
Maybe
that's causing the problem.
Maybe it's fake media, fake news.
Oh, I was wondering how long it was going to take before we got into the show to do fake news. Guys, this is the 13th hour of NFO Wars. Now, as you can see, NFO Wars. Daddy Jones would not let us use the I in front of it. He was very strict about that. There's a lot that we're not allowed to do, even though we're loosely affiliated now. But before we take any more of the precious viewers' times, let's go ahead and plug some products. We've got Secret 12, amazing stuff. You need energy on the go? This is the stuff. I swear by it. Now, that's not the only thing. Silver Bullet. If you got problems with allergies, with any kind of sickness, you take a dropper full of this, maybe slam a half of it.
Cough.
Just a little one, You go ahead, you take a little bit of this, a little dropper in the mouth, you are good to go. Nano Silver, people, take care of yourself. Now, back onto the news.
Okay,
Bobo, what do you got with us here?
So, the latest in the news, I see that Donald Trump went and met with the Vice Premier of China. They are really, really close on a trade deal. He said it's not settled down exactly yet because they want to make sure that it's fair for both sides.
That's what I was hearing. That's what I was hearing. A lot of good talk between them, and
both very optimistic that it's going to happen.
Very, very optimistic. They were, I believe, the Vice Premier. They said that they were going to hang around for a few extra days to make sure this deal gets settled.
Yep.
Now, did you see each time that the Chinese media would ask a question, Trump would motion to the Vice Premier, just like, hey, are these guys good? Are these guys good? Are they legit? You guys got fake news over there in China, right? I got fake news? Yeah, you got fake news.
Everybody laughed. But then he said, yes, we do. He said, exactly who is it? And then they had to announce themselves. And then he said, yes. And then they were allowed to ask their questions. And they were good questions.
Very good questions. The Chinese people, they are informed. They know their topics whenever they come in to ask a question. It's not like our fake journalists here in America where they come in and just they're looking for sound bites. They're looking for that little hit piece to go viral for the next 24 hours.
They're looking for someone to blow up.
That's it.
To make a fool out of themselves is what they're looking for. And then they can become, like you said, then they can take it viral and go become an internet superstar.
And you know, that brings me to the next topic there. Right there.
Yep.
You know, look, we got Jussie Smollett. And before we go any further, I am 100% convinced that his name is not Jussie.
Not Jussie.
Not Jussie. I believe his name is actually pronounced Juicy. I believe he is Juicy Smollett. I'm just going by the fact that my cousin, an African American woman, named her son Sincere because she didn't know how to spell sincere. This is personal. So I'm just going by the types of names I've been exposed to throughout my life, whether it was in school or in family situations. They have strange names. They choose strange names, and I don't judge their names, but I'm pretty sure his mother probably named him Juicy and just didn't nail the spelling. But that case itself, Robert, what's the latest on the Jussie Smollett case?
Well, the last that I heard, he turned himself into the police, has been arrested, and has been fired, let go from his job. The big wigs decided they couldn't be affiliated with him. They let him go. The two guys came forward that were hired $3,500. He paid them to do it, and the fact that he was doing it because he mailed himself a hate letter, and the media wasn't making a big enough deal about it. So he hired these guys. He scratched his own face up, and then
symmetrical scratches.
Yeah, and hired these guys to attack him, put a rope around his neck, and pour some substance on it.
Now, where's the clothes? All right, where's the clothes? Do they have bleach stains on them? All right, where's the investigation at here? That's what I want to know. Was it really bleach? That's the critical question here. Was it really bleach?
No. Well, I mean, I'm speculating.
Probably not, because it was an entire fake attack to begin with.
Exactly.
And that, people, is what you need to know about this whole shindig. Don't play into the race division, because what they wanted here, ideally, much like the Covington Catholic boys, is they wanted to start some sort of race division, ultimately leading up to a race war. Because this is what the left really thrives upon, this kind of discourse and this division. Now,
but apparently the boy must have been taking some brain force and was smart enough not to take the bait that they were trying to set for him.
Hey, he might have been. He might have been on a little bit of that brain force.
He may have been on the brain force. It helps sharpen your mind.
But what was he doing up at 2 a.m.? Was he on Turbo Force? Was he on NFO Wars new energy drink powder? Best stuff.
New energy drink.
That's right.
What?
Currently, you can get it in a combo pack with Brain Force and Turbo Force. Get your nootropic and your energy drink all in one package right now. It is wonderful, people.
Combo pack, huh?
This powder it's perfect. All right, I've done a couple of lines of it. just joking.
We inject our stuff.
That's right.
Oh, wait. No.
Joking, people, joking. These are jokes here, but this is a wonderful product. You need to check it out. Hit InfoWarsStore.com for these fine products.
Exactly. But the kid was smart enough not to take the bait, and then turns around. They doxed this poor kid and put his name out there, and people are now threatening to kill him, threatening to burn down his school. So he has a lawyer, and they've asked for $250 million against fake news.
That's how it goes with the Covingtons. Now, my question is are you going to have a class action lawsuit against Jussie Smollett for this fake hate crime? Because he essentially demonized anybody that owns a MAGA hat out there, people.
That's what he was trying to
All
do.
right. Now, if you want to be a little more subtle than the MAGA hat, something that only the true patriots, the true sons of liberty will understand, you need to go and check out NFO Wars store. Check out the new 1776 all black hat. It is a wonderful, wonderful design. I personally wear one of these. Great hat. Much more subtle than the bright red MAGA hat, but still gets the point across to your fellow patriots. Back to you, Bobo.
So in sports, Martina Navratilova.
Yes.
She's come out and been in the news lately.
Ooh, has she?
And it was over something that I don't think she really thought was going to blow up as big as it did. But she made the comment that she didn't think that transgender men that are transgendered into women, or however that works, should be allowed to play sports against natural gendered women. I do not see.
What's fair is
I do
fair,
not
right?
see where anybody should be mad at her for anything.
You know, because we have cases of high school students, of male high school students claiming transgenderism, so that they can compete against the women's wrestling team, the female wrestling team, and they're dominating. Surprise, surprise, that a male dominates women in wrestling. It's also the same reason that in the WWE, they do not have the men wrestling the women.
The women. Well, you know where they got the idea, right?
What was that?
Rodney Dangerfield movie where the actor boy that killed himself, I can't remember his name. He was in that Chuck Norris movie with
Oh, Sidekick. Yes.
Sidekick.
Yeah,
That
wonderful
kid.
movie. Based here in the lovely state of Texas. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Love Texas. But that kid dressed as a girl to play on a soccer team.
Oh yes, I
Remember that? I don't
remember
remember
that
that.
movie. Yes.
And they were I don't remember the name of the movie, but
Ladybug.
Ladybugs. That's the name of the team. The
Ladybugs.
Ladybugs.
Yes, I
Yep.
believe the movie was called
Oh, okay.
Ladybugs.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go. Ladybugs.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
It was a great movie. I watched it a bunch of times a long time ago.
You know,
But that's where they got the idea, apparently.
and it worked. It worked for him in the movie. All right, because he played that he was a girl. They believed he was a girl. He competed on the girls' soccer team, brought that team up from nothing. And it's the same thing that's happening in the wrestling. It's the same thing that's going to happen in the NBA. The moment that fucking LeBron decides to put on a wig and say he's a woman, he's going to dominate the WNBA. It's not fair. It is not fair to people. Because if this shit would have played out years ago, Dennis Rodman would have been the #1 player in the WNBA.
Because nobody wore a dress first. I mean, who in the NBA wore a dress first and best?
Dennis.
You rocked it, son.
Strange guy, but I love him for it because he's a good person.
He
He's
owns
a good
it.
person. He does. He really does. He owns what he's about.
Yeah.
You know, the name The Worm, you know. It's like he knows who he is. He knows what he's about, and he doesn't try to hide it. And you got to respect the man for that kind of stuff. Now, what's that? Okay. All right. Next up, we've got all right, where's it at? Here it is. An executive order passed by Donald Trump that nobody is talking about. Nobody.
Well, don't you think that would be a pretty big topic to bring up?
Oh, I believe so.
Executive orders are big deals. I mean,
normally they are.
they don't happen just every day.
Normally they are. But this one,
Yeah.
it seems to be what's within this executive order, this amendment that is being made, that makes everyone so nervous. Maybe that's why they don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry about the squeaking, guys. It's a new chair. We just got to break it in. And let me go ahead and just read off the exact executive order to you so that you can really understand why it's so strange that our brethren out in the mainstream media and even our fellows in the alternative media have not been talking about this. All right, where's it at? Executive Order 2018 Amendments to Manual Courts Martial, United States. As of January 1st, 2019, the president, heads of the military, and the cabinet can now try congressmen and women and senators under military tribunals.
So you mean like court? Like
Oh,
this is
no,
the
no,
court-
no,
this is like
no.
going to court.
No, this is the next level
Oh,
of
okay.
court.
Okay.
Because, see, people, what you need to understand is let that soak in. This is going to allow them to try people that have never been associated with the military under military tribunals for crimes against the country. Now, let's let that sink in for a second. While you're letting that sink in, I'm going to go ahead and take me a little spritz of my lung cleanse. When you really want to loosen it up, lung cleanse. Whether you're a smoker, former smoker, you get a little phlegm in there. Lung cleanse, all natural. Get you in there, clear it right out. Check it out, InfoWarsStore.com. Wonderful products, t-shirts, hats, nutraceuticals, all the best stuff. You need to support the patriots at InfoWars. Like I said, we're not allowed to use the I, but we are. Info Wars. That's right, people. So you get out there and you check out those products. What's that? Huh? Okay, well, that's our producer there. He said he just got a call from Papa Alex. And,
Oh, must be good news.
oh, it's got to be great. He's watching the show. I know he is.
Yeah, of course.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. What? Okay, people, it seems like Alex has canceled our show.
What?
All right.
Canceled?
Halfway through. Halfway through.
When-
Yeah, apparently he wasn't too satisfied with the presentation with our show. Well, he cut out all the CGI effects for us and everything. So 13th hour, he figured nobody'd be watching. Apparently we got some watchers out there, and
So we're the 12 and a half hour now? 12 and a half?
I guess so. 12 and a half. We didn't even make it to 13.
Didn't
Huh?
even make the 13?
Shit. Is that?
What? Security?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We can at least wrap it up.
All right. We're gonna have to get wrapping up here,
Oh,
guys.
man.
So if you liked what you saw here and you wanna keep going, check us out over on SoundCloud.com/N19TX. And you got any questions, comments, or insults on the Twitter at Catalyst Evo.
I'm at Bobbert_TX.
And until next time, people, I'm Catalyst,
I'm Bobbert.
and this is Info
Info
Wars.
Wars.
Peace.
Chunk.
Get out